All right, let's see if we live here. Let's see if we live. Cool deal with live, man. Love, love. Cool deal with live, man. Love, love. All right. Cool. We're gonna be talking about some NFL today. So I'm pumped. I'm super excited. Let me go ahead, get the chat rolling. Um yeah, so starting to stream and just talk about NFL, going off some stuff that shoot that I know that I can talk about. Because I know NFL. And so we can go back to, going to the games today and just kind of talk through. Man, I was in fantasy. Let me pull up my fantasy real quick. ESPN fantasy. And y'all gonna see, man, my fantasy, I was so hurt. I was so hurt. And I made a mistake. So here was my matchup. And it was so bad. So I ended up starting. I lost 135 to 143 in the semifinals. So I was in the semifinals of my league, and I ended up just messing up, bro, completely. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. For whatever reason, I started JJ McCarthy at quarterback. This was what I was thinking, though. I thought that JJ McCarthy, this sounds crazy because I started him over Dak, which was crazy. And Dak ended up having, what he ended up having? They're 23. And and McCarthy left the game. Is it got, where is the points at? It only has to project. Oh, he had 8 points, right? And Dak had 23. This was my thought going into the fantasy week. So I knew that JJ McCarthy wasn't a great. He's not yet a great thrower from the pocket. I still think he's working on some things. But the problem was, well, what I was thinking was, I was like, okay, I think that JJ McCarthy is going to run the ball, and I think he's going to get a rushing, score rushing touchdowns. And so that ended up happening. It ended up happening. However, bro, I just miscalculated. Like at the end of the day, JJ McCarthy ended up getting getting hurt in the first half, and or he got hurt, like he didn't come back out after halftime. So he was good the first half. He took a huge sack at the end of the game. Let me see if I can find it. Minnesota Vikings versus they played the Giants. He ended up like getting hurt in the half, man. Let me see. He took a bad sack at the end of the half. It was this play. Boom. Let me move myself down so that way y'all can see me. That was the play right there. It was this play. And it sucks because he had 8 points, right? So I knew, like, I was like, okay, although he has 8, and I think Dak had like, I don't know, Dak had like 12 or something at the end of the half, or, by halftime. I was like, dang, I know I made a mistake, but JJ McCarthy just had scored a rushing touchdown before this. So he was at 8. I was like, cool. If JJ McCarthy can give me 15, then I'll be cool. But then this play happened. To those Super Bowl. Boom. And on that play, throughout his career, and the Giants are going to a lot of love loss. He ended up getting hurt. Dang. That boy got crushed though. I ain't gonna lie, he got crushed. So that's the play. He ended up getting hurt, man. Hold on. Yeah, he ended up getting hurt. So that's kind of what happened on that play, man. And it sucks that I ended up not doing well, man. So J.J. McCarthy ended up giving me 8 points. Dak got me 23 on the bench. I was hurt. This is the other mistake I made too. Michael Carter ended up giving 11. And I have Michael Carter in for Ashton Genty, who had 31, bro. 31. This was the logic, though. Ashton Genty was playing the Texans defense. So I thought that he wasn't going to be able to do nothing. The Texans have a top defense in the NFL. Ashton Genty has not been playing well at all. If you go through his stats, like you'll see like 9, he had 24, 12, 5, 8. So he had the last 3 games, he had 12, 5, and 8. And I had read something about Michael Carter, what you got to be careful about the overviews, but pretty much like he was named the official starter after Bam Knight hurt his ankle. So once he hurt his ankle, I was like, dang, okay. Bam Knight's not starting. Carter's going to start for the Cardinals. He's going to get majority of the carries, and he should be able to start. And I made a huge mistake starting Carter over Genty, dude. I made a huge mistake. So I got to work. That's something I got to do better, man. So anyways, yeah, so I ended up losing a fantasy game 135 to 143. It was terrible. And so now I got to play in the consolation, cause that was to go to the championship. And so last night in order for me to actually win the game, Eddie Pinero or whatever had to score 20, and the kicker not going to score 20. So, it was terrible, man. So I ended up losing a fantasy game, and there you have it, man. So that was my fantasy, but last night, man, I kind of want to go into Phillip Rivers last night, because I thought Phillip Rivers played well last night. I do. I don't know what you guys think, but Phillip Rivers played well. I thought he was fantastic. Let's go to the highlights and look at some of the highlights here. Let me see here. I'm gonna go to YouTube actually. Go Colts. Go Colts Niners, man.
Him underneath center, but I do believe the game plan will open up. Rivers gonna air it out to start his night. Pittman downfield underthrown.
Okay, I will say though with Rivers, the only thing, because I think Rivers played well, the only thing is you can obviously tell that he's missing his arm strength. So throwing the balls down the field are going to be a problem if he does start for the rest of the season. Now, I don't know if they're going to start him for the rest of the season, but throwing the ball downfield, he did have a couple of passes that were short. So, that's to be expected. Dude is 44 years old. Like, you have to expect that. But he played well. He's good in the pocket, so it doesn't really matter, how old he is. As long as he can throw, he's always going to be good in the pocket. I thought he made accurate throws. He was great with changing the play at the line of scrimmage, which I thought, honestly, that he did a better job of calling plays than the coach. Every time he checked down at the line of scrimmage or he changed the play, it always worked. I was like, dude, you should do that every time. But I thought Phillip Rivers was amazing, man. I did. And I think they should start him for the rest of the season. Now, I think the Colts are out of the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. But I think Phillip Rivers ended up playing well. So I really have no critique on him. And the Niners look good. Man.
For a flag and won't get it. So there you go. Rivers steps up, drops it off. He's got a first down as Taylor hit the Jets and took it out to midfield.
What happened to Jonathan Taylor? What happened to Jonathan Taylor, man? He was leading the league in rushing at the beginning of the season, and it's almost like everything, it's almost like the line can't block anymore. They can't block. The run game was terrible for whatever reason. I don't know why. But the line wasn't doing well. Not in the run game. They were okay in the pass game, though.
Like a traffic cop, putting guys in place, and he's got a man wide open. That's Downs.
Downs had a good game.
And just like that,
Downs had a good game.
35 of the 49ers. Third down and 12. Rivers steps up. He finds Downs, who's got a first down.
The throw was a little but it's okay. This was a great drive. This was the opening drive of the game.
Looks like a free play.
Yeah,
Rivers
free play.
And
it was a crazy stat. Like they said that that was the first, I guess that's the first free play of Phillip Rivers' career. Or first free play touchdown of Phillip Rivers' career. I thought that was super interesting. I'm like, he hasn't had free plays ever, and this is the first time that he's actually got a touchdown from it. I thought that was interesting, man. Shout out to my one viewer out there, man. Shout out to the one viewer out there.
Jair Brown, the safety, and Alec Pierce, when he gets up the field, the move that he puts in that game.
If you watching, man, go ahead, put something in the chat.
Over the middle,
you watching,
this is Kittle, and what an adjustment. 6 on the year. Play action from Purdy under pressure, and over the middle finds McCaffrey. And a nice gain on first down. Season, he'd be the first to do it twice. Here he is, over the right side. First down plus. He's been a little frustrated.